Trying to do a quick sound check. Okay. So I just want to do a quick sound check. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Okay, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. All right, pretty good on that. On that side. In a couple of seconds. Okay. All right. Going to get started. Shalom. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakadel to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Thamba Shem Yahshua to the sisters. I'm preaching officer Paratas out of Yonkers, New York. And this is the I.S.U.P.K. Started off from 1 West 125th Street underneath Cameron and Junior Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the blacks, the Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are the chosen people of the Bible. Since 1969, I.S.U.P.K. have been teaching so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native American Indians. They are the chosen people of this Bible. For so long, you know what I'm saying, for centuries, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you know, we've been beat down. We've been beat down into powder, you know, and since we've been beat down into powder, we just following other people's philosophies. You know what I'm saying? Other people doing. Our oppressors got us doing whatever they doing. So anytime what they, you know what I'm saying, anytime they say anything goes, we will follow. We will follow. This is Tuesday Brotherhood class. Let's clap it up for the Lord. You know, and this is Tuesday Brotherhood class. Also to let you know, this is also Sisterhood class. And since 1969, I.S.U.P.K. have been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians how to be a brother. You know what I'm saying? How to be a sister, how to be a father, how to be a mother, according to the Bible. Because, you know what I'm saying, if you're looking around Yonkers, on Woolworth, Ravine, you know what I'm saying, Whitney Young, Slow Bombs, School Street, you know what I'm saying, Lawrence, Saratoga, just look around. You know what I'm saying? We stepping over our drugged out, you know what I'm saying, our drugged out uncle, you know what I'm saying? Our aunt is running up and down the streets looking for a fix. We are, you know what I'm saying, we are the destroyed people. You know what I'm saying? We learn helplessness. That's what happened to us. We learn helplessness with all the pain and all the depression, you know what I'm saying, and all, you know what I'm saying, all the destruction that's going on in our community. We sweep a lot of things underneath the rug. You know what I mean? Out of sight, out of mind. We look, you know what I'm saying, we're looking for the next high, the next time to get drunk so we can forget about the pain. So we can forget about the pain because we never had a safe place to go and heal. You know what I'm saying? From this oppressor. You know what I'm saying? From this snow roach, from this shaved monkey. You know what I mean? We had never had a place to go so we could just heal from each other. You know what I mean? Heal from the trauma that, you know what I'm saying, that these snow roaches have put on us. But since 1969, I.S.U.P.K. have been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are the chosen people of this Bible. You know what I'm saying? They are God's chosen people. I know you can't, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. I know we can't see that at all. We can't see ourselves special. What make me so special? My mom was getting high, you know what I'm saying? My mother was getting high when she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? My father, you know what I'm saying? My father would come around when he wants to. And when he do come around, he's still out the house. My mom tried to, you know what I'm saying, hit him with the car. And we normalized that behavior. We really normalized that behavior, Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. Because you know what? Because we want to go along to get along. We want to go along to get along. Now, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into this scripture. Right? I'm gonna go straight into the scripture. All right, we're gonna go into Salaki, sir. Let me go. If I may, right? We have we have on the computer. You see the Bible. The Bible's up there on the icon, right on the top.
What is that?
You see Streamline, first one, then is the second one.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So we're going to go and select your sir with our scripture. We're going to go to Ephesians. We're going to go into Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. Because Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, we look around our community and we think that we cannot come up from the dirt. We think that, you know what I'm saying, it's too, you know what I'm saying, like, we think that we cannot change ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We think that we cannot put on a new leaf. Yes, we can, Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. We can, but we have to fight. And you know what I'm saying? And how we're going to fight? It's brotherhood. It's sisterhood. It's according to the law, statutes, and commandments. And we need someone to teach us again, because we don't know how to change. We don't know how, you know what I'm saying, what love is. We don't know how to be a true brother, how to be a true sister, how to be a true father or mother. We don't know these things. We don't know it at all. And we have to be taught again. You know what I'm saying? And not going by the philosophy, by, you know what I'm saying, by the other nations. Not going by their philosophy. You know what I'm saying? It's time to separate from them. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to separate from them so we could have a safe place for so-called Blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native American Indians. So if you have it, can you read about it, sir?
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation.
That we do what?
Put off concerning the former conversation.
So that's what it says in Ephesians. Chapter 4, we need to put off the former conversation. That's, you know what I'm saying? What is the conversation? The conversation, yo, I'm going to shoot you. What is the conversation? Yo, I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to whore out that girl down the block. What is the former conversation? Yo, this, you know what I'm saying? This kid stepped on my sneakers, so I got to fight him. Or he looked at me wrong, so I got to fight him. That is the corrupt conversation that we have. Read on.
The old man.
The what?
The old man.
Oh, we got to take off the old man, the old woman. We got to, you know what I'm saying? We got to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? I know it's been a long time, you know what I'm saying, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? And we just came this, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, this dirty lump of clay. This dirty lump of clay, you know what I'm saying, what our oppressors put on us. But we could, you know what I'm saying, we could start from afresh. We could start from afresh. We could take off the old man. Read on, sir.
Which is corrupt.
Which is what?
Corrupt.
Oh, that old man have been corrupt. That old man say, yo, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's call up the boys so we can run a gangster on this chick. You know what I mean? That old man say, yo, you know what? Yo, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I see you in the next 20 minutes so I could bring you some drugs. And the sister's pregnant. Because, you know what I'm saying, I got to get mine. So, you know what I mean? They're going to get it from somebody else. I'd rather for it will be me. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is the old man that we have to take off because it's corrupt. Read on.
According to the deceitful lust.
According to the what?
Deceitful lust.
Oh, man, we have nothing but deceitful lust. Deceitful lust. But where did we learn this from? We learn it from the other nations. We want to follow their, you know what I'm saying, their type of lust. Now your father could become your mother. Now your mother become your father. Now your daughter become your son, and your son become your daughter. It's all good now. That's that deceitful lust right there. You know what I mean? That's that deceitful lust. Not according to the Bible, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we don't know how to do, you know what I'm saying? We don't know how to take off all this dirt off of us. We don't know how to. You know what I mean? But since 1969, I.S.U.P.K have been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we could change. We don't even have to do that anymore. We don't have to get into fights and shoot each other and sell drugs anymore. We don't have to do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to. We don't have to, you know what I'm saying, be in a corner, you know what I'm saying, thinking about, you know what I'm saying, being under like depression. And you know what I'm saying? And before you go to bed, you're thinking about blowing your head off your shoulders. You know what I mean? So we don't have to be by ourselves, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We could take off the old conversation. You could drop that, sir. You could drop that, sir. Mm-hmm. So blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, because right now, you know what I'm saying, our oppressor, he's such a, you know what I'm saying, he's such a slick oppressor, but we've been, like I said, we just follow anything what he says. So let me see here. Oh yeah, this is really right. So like I said, you could drop that, go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 14. Because whatever our oppressor do, we would do. Whatever our oppressors say, we would, you know what I'm saying, we would do. With the oppressors, you know what I'm saying, if these snow roaches, if these shaved monkeys say jump high, you know what I'm saying, so jump, and we say how high. Because we are a trauma people. You know what I'm saying? We are a trauma people, but guess what? We are God's people, and we could change. We could take off that old corrupt conversation. We could, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to be in a deceitful lust of ourselves and other nations. We could start not thinking about ourselves and think about our brothers, our sisters, and be compassionate and understand for us, you know what I'm saying, to come together. That's what we have to do. We have to come together. It's not going, you know what I'm saying, not going along to get along. No more of that. How long have we been doing it? How long have we been doing, you know what I'm saying, how long have we been going along to get along? How long have we been doing it? For centuries. For centuries, we was trying to integrate with all these other nations. And we took on their language. We even walking around with their names on our backs right now. That's what we're doing. And we okay with it because we learn helpless. You know what I'm saying? We apologize to, you know what I'm saying, to the people who's above us. You know what I mean? The people who put their knee on our backs. We apologize because they hurt their fist on our face. That's what's going on. It's, you know what I mean? So we have to start taking off the old conversation to put on the new, you know what I'm saying? Take off the old man and not follow everything what our oppressors say. Can you, if you read that, can you read that, Baba Shark? You have it?
Verse 14, that we henceforth be no more children.
Say that again.
That we henceforth be no more children.
This is our, you know what I'm saying? This is our brother Paul. This is what he's talking to his brother. You know what I'm saying? He's talking to his brother. He's showing brotherhood. He's letting his brothers, that we, you know what I'm saying, that we be no more little children. No more little, you know what I'm saying? No more little children. It's time to grow up, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. It's time to say, according to the history of this country, why am I celebrating, you know what I'm saying, Christmas? According, you know what I'm saying, according to the history of this country and what this country have did to my people, why I'm celebrating the 4th of July? We have to start asking those questions, you know what I'm saying, to ourselves. We have to start listening to the, you know what I'm saying, to the brothers who's yelling on the block since 1969, I.S.U.P.K. Why are we celebrating other nations, you know what I'm saying, other nations' philosophy and holidays? So no one henceforth to be little children. Read on.
Tossed to and fro.
Wait, say that again?
Tossed to and fro.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? We little children being tossed to and fro, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You're being tossed on the left and being tossed to the right. That's what else. You're being ragdolled by, you know what I'm saying, these other nations, which blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are God's chosen people. So there's, you know what I'm saying, we don't have any more time to be tossed to and fro. Read on, sir.
And carried about with every wind of doctrine.
Wait, say that again.
And carried about with every wind of doctrine.
Oh man, we be tossing to and fro, and we carry about with every wind of doctrine. If the doctrine, you know what I'm saying, blow right, we go right. If the doctrine blow left, we go left. If the doctrine blow back, we go back. If the doctrine blow forward, we go forward. Whatever this, you know what I'm saying, this doctrine say, we would go. Tossed to and fro. So it says it right there in the beginning, no more for us to be little children, being tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. Read on, sir.
By the sleight of men.
By the what?
Sleight of men.
Oh man, by the sleight of men, which means cunning. You know what I'm saying? By the cunning craftiness of men. You know what I'm saying? Who told you that, you know what I'm saying, Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying, you know, what the world call him Jesus Christ, but we call it I.S.U.P.K. Who told you that the greatest man on earth, you know what I'm saying, in the Bible was the so-called European? Who told you this? Where did you learn this from? You learned it from your slave masters. You know what I'm saying? It's not by mistake that, you know, it happens in our slave masters look like the Messiah. That's the doctrine that we're being tossed to and fro. Read on, sir.
And cunning craftiness.
And what?
Cunning craftiness.
That's the same thing. The sleight hand. The cunning craftiness. It was cunning. You know what I'm saying? They was telling you, don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? During slavery, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? When you die, you'll be able to go up to heaven and everything will be equal. You won't be a slave no more. The slave master taught us this. All men created equal. He's saying all men created equal, except for, you know what I'm saying, except for so-called blacks, women, and the so-called Native American Indians. They the only ones that was equal to each other. That's the cunning craftiness of our oppressor. Say one thing and do the other. That's you know what I'm saying? That's the deceit. They're a bunch of deceitful bastards. And we're going to follow suit. You're going to follow suit? No more being little children. Read on, sir.
Whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
Let's say that again.
They lie in wait to deceive.
Oh man, they lied in wait to deceive. You know what I'm saying? They can't wait to deceive. You know what I'm saying? They hiding behind. You know what I'm saying? They're hiding behind this wall. They hiding. You know what I'm saying? Behind over here. They hiding as a president. They hiding. You know what I'm saying? As a mayor, a governor, a cop. You know what I'm saying? The army, the navy. That's what they do. They hide and wait. You know what I'm saying? And for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we fought every war. We fought every war that this, you know what I'm saying, that this kingdom, this country, you know, have fought in. And then again, when the brothers came home from war, they was getting lynched in their uniform. Because they lied in wait behind things, being deceitful to us. Being deceitful to us. I don't even know, you know what I'm saying, Salaki, so I don't even know what happened. I remember during the 80s and 90s, they had Bibles with pictures. All the pictures was white, sir. I remember those Bibles, those pictured Bibles, they was everywhere. And I grew up with that. Whatever happened to that? Everybody knows the color of Christ. But then again, we still would put, you know what I'm saying, somebody on the wall who don't look like us. But meanwhile, we read it in the Bible, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? That's not a description. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's us being little children being tossed to and fro with any deceitful doctrine. You can drop that, sir. You can drop that. I want to go into this article that I see. I think let me check which one I want. I think it says at the smoke shop. Let me see. Somebody was shot in Queens. You see it on the top?
100 pounds of marijuana.
Oh no, the second one, the other one.
Mother struggles with loss after.
Con, that one right there. That one right there. So let's, you know what I'm saying. So before I want plays it, you know, we right now This is that deceitful doctrine. He legalized, you know what I'm saying, marijuana. He legalized that. You know what I mean? And meanwhile, you see all these, it happens to be all these smoke shops coming up in our community. In our community, just popping up everywhere. Because that's that deceitful doctrine right there. That's that deceitful doctrine right there. We know that smoking, you know what I'm saying, that smoking is bad. It's not only bad, it's against the law to smoke drugs. If you know what I'm saying, if you have to, you know what I'm saying, if it's for medicinal purposes, and if, you know what I'm saying, if you have cancer, or like, you know what I'm saying, if you have been described by the doctor, you know what I'm saying, for legit reasons, I can understand that. Because it is, you know what I'm saying, it is a medicine. But the medicine is not there to be abused. The medicine is not there to be abused. Because I don't see nobody try to roll up no chamomile leaves. I don't see nobody try to roll up lobelia. Those are relaxing herbs. But you know what I'm saying? But we being tossed to and fro. And that's where our brother Paul was like, yo, we can't be no more little children following every doctrine with, you know what I'm saying, with every breeze, every wind blow. Now you see these so-called smoke shops popping up everywhere in our community, everywhere. And this was going on in the smoke shops. It's a lot of things going on in the smoke shops. Can you sir, can you play that? Oh yeah, I'll bring it back. On the top, the video is not quite pop. Yeah, let me see here. Go back. See here. Alright, come up. So go back over here. Present. Share screen. You at mother's trouble. Right there, then press share.
Okay, no, you said it came up.
Oh, yeah, because usually it would be like right here. Yeah, but sometimes it pop up, sometimes it don't.
No sweat.
All right.
This
You go back
distraught
to
mother
this one.
struggles to fathom the loss of her son, 20-year-old Darius
Okay.
Clark.
He was very happy, go lucky, he was bubbly, you know. He liked to joke a lot.
Police say Saturday around noon, Clark was working in the Plug Smoke Shop on Jamaica Avenue and East 103rd Street.
The name of the smoke shop is called The Plug. The Plug. Now, you know what I'm saying? If nobody's not familiar with that term, that's a street term. That's a street term to say, I get these drugs from, you know what I'm saying? Let me see here. What word I'm looking for? I get the drugs from the source. That's what the plug is. I get the drugs from the source. That's a street term to say, I don't have middleman. I buy it from the people who's manufacturing the drug. That's the name of the shop right here. That's in Queens. That's in Queens. That's the name of the shop. You know what I'm saying? Is that by accident? That's not by accident. And you saw what happened. It was I think like 3 dudes who came in and to rob the place. To rob the place. To rob the place. You could bring that back, sir.
When 3 robbers walked in with a gun. As the suspects were fleeing with $100 in cash and $50 worth of merchandise, police say they turned around and shot Clark in the...
$100 in cash and $50 in merchandise. What merchandise? What merchandise? What? You know what I'm saying? Like smoke pipes? You know, hookers? Like what merchandise? Which merchandise? This, you know what I'm saying? And they knew exactly when to hit it and how to hit it. Because, you know what I'm saying, most of these smoke shops is illegal businesses. Most of these smoke shops are illegal business. And this is what our, you know what I'm saying, those snow roaches, you know what I'm saying, with the devil, what the Bible speaks of, these shaved monkeys, they say, you know what I'm saying, it's all good. You could get high out of your goddamn mind. So whatever our oppressor says, whatever, you know what I'm saying, the people who's, you know what I'm saying, who's over us, whatever they say, we're going to go. So we're going to decide to be high out of our mind. And then, and they put these, you know what I'm saying, these, I call it, you know what I'm saying, they crack houses. They trap house. They trap, you know what I'm saying? They trap houses. That's what they are. All these smoke shops, you know what I'm saying? And they just popped out of nowhere. They popped out of nowhere, and you can see what's going on. This smoke shop is called The Plug. The Plug. Of course, they're doing some illegal business in there. And then you have a brother who's working at the smoke shop end up losing his life. Losing his life. How is this possible? Israel, how is this possible? Because we are oppressed people. We are oppressed people. You know what I'm saying? There's a brother who shot another brother. Over what? Over what? This is what's going on, Israel. We cannot start getting tossed to and fro. Because you see what happens if we get tossed to and fro. We start murdering each other. We start following other doctrines. We start doing whatever our oppressor says. This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? That 20-year-old kid, young man, he got murdered over what? Some goddamn weed? Some drugs? Because weed is a drug. So you willing, you know what I'm saying? You willing to kill, you know what I'm saying? Now we willing to kill somebody over this stuff? No more being tossed to and fro. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Whatever they set up in our community, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? All types of negativity in our community. We don't have to do this anymore. We don't. We could take off, you know what I'm saying? We could take off the old man. We could do this. We could change Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We don't have to go into these shops at all to murder somebody over what? Trinkets? Trinkets. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We need a safe place so we can heal from this trauma. We need a safe place that we can heal from this trauma. And guess what we can start? We can start from reading the Bible to understand who we are. To realize, you know what I'm saying? We're not here to kill anybody. You need a place to heal. But we took on the philosophy of our oppressor. That's what we did. Go ahead, sir. I need to finish off the video.
The chest before getting away in a white Toyota Camry.
This was a senseless shooting, especially over something as small as $150. My child didn't deserve to lose his life over $150, and I think the man needs to really pay attention to that. And whether the smoke shop was legal or illegal, you know, these places need to still have security. These are people's lives that are being put at danger.
Sunday afternoon, detectives were back at the scene as longtime residents like Alice Campbell say many people don't feel safe here.
I think it's really a shame. I wish the cops could do more for us in this neighborhood.
Neighbors have noticed more smoke shops opening across the city, and some feel these shops have been magnets for recent crimes. A few days ago, another shop a block away was robbed, and just last month, there was a fatal shooting in Harlem's Level Up smoke shop.
Had I known, I wouldn't have let my son, work at a smoke shop. My children is my number one priority always.
Tonight, this morning, Mom is remembering the last time she saw her son.
I saw him on Friday, and as usual, we were just here. We were playing video games together, talking, laughing. We had a family game night. Everything was good. He went to bed to get up for work Saturday morning.
Last month, the mayor and Manhattan DA said they would work to shut down hundreds of unlicensed smoke shops in Manhattan. Mayor Adams told CBS 2 these shops often act as a magnet for crime. In Richmond Hill, Queens, Hannah Klieger, CBS 2 News.
You can stop that, sir. You go to, let me drop that. You go to Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14. Sis, yeah, you got a question?
That incident took place in Harlem.
No, in Queens. It happened in Queens a couple days ago. Now, now the sister is traumatized. The sister is traumatized. Where is she going to get counsel from? Where, you know what I'm saying? Where's she going to get counsel from? She said, have I knew this was going to happen? How will you know? Because our oppressor said, smoking is good. She knew her son was working at a weed spot. A smoke shop, that's what they call it now, a smoke. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was a place where they sell weed. And she's like, you know, by following the philosophy from these snow roaches, her son, you know what I'm saying? Her son got murdered. She said, if I knew 10 years ago, she knew weed was illegal. Weed was illegal 10 years ago. Now our oppressor say, yo, smoke up. I'm gonna put a smoke shop in your neighborhood. And her son was working there. And her son lost her life. Now, how's she gonna cope with that? That's how she's gonna cope with that. Exactly how we all cope with the trauma. We're just gonna sweep it underneath the rug. That's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna try to get over and fight this trauma because we don't know where to go. It's only one place that you can go. And that's the school of I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Go to I.S.U.P.K.com, stroll down and look, you know what I'm saying? Go to locations and stroll down and look for the numbers that's close to your location and call that number. Because this sister going to go through another trauma in the next 2 months. She was just playing games with her son. Her son's gone now. She don't know how to deal with it. There's nobody, you know what I'm saying, counseling her. There's no support system. This is the reason why we have to come together. This is the reason why that, you know what I'm saying, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to come together. So we won't learn helplessness. She feel helpless right now. She don't know what to do. Her son is gone. Over $150 of nothing by our oppressor saying this stuff is legal now. If I knew it was going to happen, of course it's going to happen because it's a drug. It's a lot. So if you have Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14, can you read that about the child?
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14, where no counsel is, the people fall.
Say that again, sir.
Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Where's this sister counsel at? Where is that, you know what I'm saying? Where's that young man's counsel at? Who's looking out for that sister? Who's looking out for that young man? His father even. Where is the counsels in, you know what I'm saying, in that community? Everybody knew what job application he was filling out. It's the neighborhood smoke shop. It's the neighborhood weed spot. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? What was that man? You know what I'm saying? What was that man to say, yo, don't work there. Don't work there. You see how this neighborhood is. You see what they doing. You see what's going on. Everybody watching the shop is in the middle of the block. It's in the hood. So when there's no counsel, is the people fall. The people fall. Read on, sir.
But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
Wait, say that again, sir.
But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
Oh man, that's the safety. In the multitude of counselors, there is safety. The multitude of counselors in the I.S.U.P.K. We the counselors. You know what I'm saying? We will get you, you know what I'm saying, that great counsel that our people need. We'll teach, you know what I'm saying? We'll teach our people how to come together and rely on each other. You know what I'm saying? How to be there when you're mourning for your dead son that got shot over nothing. Who's crying with her? Who's consoling her? Who's doing that? And you know what I'm saying? 9 out of 10, nobody. Nobody. And that's, you know what I'm saying? And we normalize this behavior. We normalize this behavior. So it says it right here. In the multitude of counselor, there is safety. That's what I.S.U.P.K since 1969. That's what we teach our brothers and sisters about safety, about coming together. You know what I'm saying? About I'm here for you. Call me up if you don't. You know what I'm saying? If you are. You know what I'm saying? If you have a concern, come together. Come, you know what I'm saying? Come with me and we could talk. So we could come out with the best outcome. We come out with the best outcome. Splaki, so you could drop that. You could get Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 13. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 13. You could you're gonna type it in because on what's name you could scroll all the way down. Scroll all the way down.
This has the Apocrypha?
Yeah, it had the Apocrypha all the way down, all the way down. Keep on going. I'm going right there. See the Apocrypha? Right there.
You're a professional.
The men above me have taught me. But for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American
Ecclesiastic is what?
6 and 13, sir. So for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the sister is mourning. The sisters need a safe place. There's no, you know what I mean? Who, you know what I'm saying? She's right there. She's right there. Her son ain't coming home. And she's in the bed by herself. She's in the house by herself. Her son is gone. The smoke shop, guess what? The smoke shop will open up next week. That smoke shop, it called the plug. The smoke shop called the plug. It will open up, you know what will happen? You know what I'm saying? The smoke shop they're going to change the name from the plug to the spot. This is what happens. Because, you know what I'm saying? No more little children, Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We can't be getting tossed to and fro. We can't be doing this. We have to come together. We have to come together. So can you read that?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 13. Separate thyself.
Say that again.
Separate thyself.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We need to separate ourselves. Read on.
From thine enemies.
From what?
Thine enemies.
Oh man. We need to separate ourselves from thy enemies. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about, you know, a physical. I'm talking about spiritual. Because there's enemies out there. It's not by mistake that we have all these smoke shops popping up in our communities. And everybody's high. Everybody. You smell weed everywhere. You walk up the block. You walk down the block. And it's all good because it's being done right in front of your babies. Right in front of the babies. And then right there, like nothing's going on. Rolling up. First thing in the morning when they wake up, you know what I'm saying? They roll a joint. After when they finish eating, they roll a joint. This is what's going on in our community, blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians. This is what's going on. So read that from the top, sir. Separate
thyself from thine enemy.
That's what we have to do, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, who are the Israelites, who are the 12 tribes of Israel. We have to separate, because we got enemies out there. It was the enemy who said, weed is all good. I thought this, you know what I'm saying? If I knew this, you know what I'm saying? If this would have happened, he would never be there. No, you know what I'm saying? You thought weed was legal and everything was all good. Weed is not a drug no more. Weed is not a drug no more. This is what's going on. But meanwhile, people's getting killed over the drugs. People getting killed over this stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like coke. You know what I'm saying? Like heroin. It's all the same stuff. And her baby, our baby, got murdered over what? Nothing. There wasn't no counselors there. The people fall. This is what I.S.U.P.K have been teaching. Teaching our people to find that safe place. You know what I'm saying? To separate, you know what I'm saying, from our enemies and go to the safe place. Read on, sir.
And take heed of thy friend.
Let me say that again.
Take heed of thy friend.
They say take heed. What does taking heed means? Pay close attention to. Close attention to our friend. The only friend that we have is another black, Hispanics, and the American Indians. When did, you know what I'm saying, a so-called black, you know what I'm saying, would change a law and put weed shops in the Mexican community? Huh? I'm talking to the brothers over there in California, which, you know what I'm saying, Mexicans as blacks is fighting. I don't get it. When did a Mexican stop a black from voting? That's what I want to know. When did a black, signed off on a bill to say, yo, we're gonna put a bunch of this, we're gonna put a bunch of weed dispensers over here in these Mexican communities? When did we have the power to do so? I'm still wondering. Where's the beef coming from? But then again, it's not by accident that blacks and Hispanics and the American Indians always get oppressed together. It's always together. It's always together. That's not by accident. We have to separate ourselves from our enemy and play close attention, take heed to a friend. Read on, sir.
Verse 14. A faithful friend.
A what?
Faithful friend.
Oh man, a loyal friend. A loyal friend. Read on, sir.
Is a strong defense.
Is a what?
Strong defense.
Oh man, when we separate ourselves from that enemy and then take heed to a friend, a loyal friend, a faithful friend, that's where our defense comes from. That sister would have had a defense. If you know what I'm saying, if she separate herself from her enemy. Her son would have had a defense if we separate ourselves from the enemy spiritually. And they would have been surrounded by that strong defense. We would have surrounded each other with that strong defense. That's where the strong defense is at. It's in the school of I.S.U.P.K. That's where that strong defense is at. This is what we've been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. We've been teaching how to become a friend because we don't know. We don't know how to be friends. We do not know how to be a friend. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? We don't know these things. We think a friend is going half on you on a dime bag. That's what we think a friend is. But it says it right in the scripture, a faithful friend on one accord. You and that, you know what I'm saying? You and that friend is on one accord. Y'all looking out for each other because y'all done separate yourself from your enemy. And y'all pay close attention to a friend. And that's the defense. Read on, sir.
And he that had found such.
Say that again.
And he that had found such.
Oh man, we done found, it's like it, sir. We done found a lot of faithful friends at going to be at the Passover. That's what, you know what I'm saying, with the 54 Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina, April 1st. Those is, you know what I'm saying, those is our friends. Blacks, Hispanics, and the American. That is the defense. We will see our defense. It will be a multitude of counselors. When there's a multitude of counselor, the people aren't safe. This is what we've been teaching since 1969. Read on, sir.
And one hath found a treasure.
One had what?
And one hath found a treasure.
Oh man, if you find our faithful friend, it's a strong defense and it's a treasure. It will be endless treasures at the Passover. Endless. Because that's what blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians is coming together. It's coming together. It's separate ourselves from our enemy and taking close and take heed to a friend. Everybody's on one accord. This is what we've been teaching our people. And I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Our people think, you know what I'm saying, think we're not in the Bible. They can't see themselves. We can't see ourselves in the Bible. We see ourselves outside the Bible, but we believe in the Bible. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These shaved monkeys taught us this Bible and said, you in the position that you know what I'm saying? You in the position that you in because God ordained it. Don't worry about that, because when you die, we all going to be free. Right after he said that to you, he just raped your son. These are those people. That's the enemy. Because the friend would never do anything like that. The friend would be a strong defense. And the only friend that, you know what I'm saying, that a so-called black have is a so-called Hispanic. The only friend that a so-called Hispanic have is a so-called Native American Indian. The only friend that a so-called Native American Indian have is a so-called black and a Hispanic, period. That's it. What did we ever did to each other? That's the treasure that we're looking for. But we have to, you know what I'm saying? We have to take off the old man, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. How long, you know what I'm saying? How long are we going to go through this? Yonkers, how long are we going to go through this? Winnie Young? Orchard? How long are we going to go through this? Nipperhan? Saratoga, what's going on? Clay Street? Cliff Street? Ludlow? You can look outside right now of Ludlow. There's zombies out there. And we normalize that. Talk to me, Riverdale. Let me know. No more being tossed to and fro. Being little children. And everybody know Yonkers is small. You see all these pop-up shops, even in Mount Vernon, New Rochelle, White Plains. And you see everybody getting high all day, every day. This is what's going on. Everybody's eating off of us. It's time to separate ourselves from our enemies. It's time, you know what I'm saying, get our brain washed. Get all that gunk out, all that trauma out. No more sweeping trauma underneath rugs. No more of that. Because this is what that sister was about to do. She already did it. She already did it. There's nobody there holding her down. Read on, sir.
Verse 15, nothing doth countervail a faithful friend.
Say that again.
Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend.
Go on.
And his excellency is invaluable.
His what?
His excellency is invaluable.
That's it. His excellency is invaluable. This is a friend. Priceless. Priceless. But the first thing that we have to do is separate spiritually from our enemy. That's what we have to do. So, like, so you can drop that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could go to Philippians chapter 2, verse 2. Let's see. Chapter 2, verse 2. So, so how long this going to go on? How long this going to go on? You could pull that. You could pull up that other article about the 100 pounds. This is the smoke shops that's going on in our community. The scripture that we pulled in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14, to be no more little children, being tossed into and fro with every deceitful doctrine. You cannot do this. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You got another article talking about another smoke shop. This smoke shop is coming out everywhere, and everybody's high. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I know that they said in my community when I was growing up, they said weed is the black man's aspirin. I remember that saying. The aspirin, but how come you need an aspirin all day? You never got over that headache? But it was the oppression. It was, you know what I mean? It got to the point that, you know what I mean? It got to the point that we started relying on it. Because, you know, they always thought, you know what I'm saying, it was always a gateway. It never started off like, yo, I'm depressed, I'm going to smoke some weed. No, it never started. It started off with, you was partying. I remember that because we was introduced to me, what? At the age of 10? And, you know what I'm saying? And it's a drug. These snow roaches is the devil, what the Bible speaks of. These people. That's what they do. So like I said, can you read that article?
Police find 100 pounds of marijuana at Bridgeport Smoke Shop.
At Bridgeport Smoke Shop. 100 pounds. Police found 100 pounds. It had to have been way more than that. Way more than that. They just, you know what I'm saying? They just recorded 100 pounds. Read on, sir.
Charged with illegal operation of marijuana dispensary. Bridgeport, Connecticut, the owner of Moon Rock and Roll.
Wait, see, do you see the names? Do you see the name? That's Moon Rock and Roll. That's the name of the place. Moon Rock and Roll? Go on, sir.
A smoke shop in Bridgeport, and 3 employees are facing charges after a search warrant uncovered over 100 pounds of marijuana.
Oh, over 100 pounds, and this is what they discovered. You know what I'm saying? This is a smoke shop. This is a smoke shop right here. Of course, illegal business was going on. That's what the smoke shop is. That's what the smoke shop is. It's a legal business. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not illegal anymore, but this is what happens. This is nothing but a drug house. Read on, sir.
On March 14, 2023, Bridgeport police conducted a search and seizure warrant on the smoke shop and found over 75% of all visible products were some form of marijuana. During the search, police also seized over 100 pounds of vacuum-sealed bags of marijuana, approximately 1,700 pre-rolled joints, and hundreds of wax pens and edibles, according to police.
This is a business. This is a drug-operated business. This is what's going up in Connecticut, in Bridgeport. And you know that's the, you know what I'm saying? That's the so-called blacks and Hispanics thing. That's our community. Because we being little children being tossed to and fro with every doctrine. Read on, sir.
An investigation is ongoing pertaining to the scope of the operation, police said. The owner Weniki Chen of Corona.
Wait, say that again.
Wenke Chen of Corona, New York, was arrested for operating a marijuana dispensary without a license and possession with the intent to sell 1 kilogram or more of marijuana.
Look who was the owner. Look who's the owner, the other nation. The other nation. Look who's the owner, the other nation. Read on, sir.
He was held on a $10,000 bond.
Mm-hmm.
Avery Campbell of Bridgeport, Tatiana Diaz of Stratford, and Danvis Omer of Bridgeport, the 3 employees also charged, were arrested for the illegal sale of marijuana and conspiracy to sell a controlled substance without a license. This is
the smoke shops right here. This is how our oppressor, you know what I'm saying, these snow roaches would drag us in. This is what's happening right now. It's a legal business. This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A brother, you know what I'm saying, end up dying over this stuff. Weed. I thought weed is, you know what I'm saying? I thought weed is just so harmless. I thought weed was harmless. Somebody just got shot in the chest over some weed. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's about to about to go to jail over some weed. But it's so harmless, right? What sis?
Was weed illegal back then?
Say that again?
Why was weed illegal back then?
Why was it illegal back then? At first, it wasn't. Weed used to be like for medicinal purposes because it would be a medicine. Then I think it's sometime in the 60s they tried to, you know, they made weed illegal because, you know, they said, well, how people, like, you know what I'm saying, was smoking, how can I say this? They started, let me see what word I'm looking for. America started to demonize, you know what I'm saying? Demonize the weed. And which, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't being abused. It wasn't being abused because they was using it for medicine. But I know a lot of blacks, jazz singers was using a lot, you know what I'm saying, was using weed, but they got put on by, you know what I'm saying, by our oppressors about the weed. Then they, you know what I'm saying, then they made it illegal. Then, you know what I'm saying, then the country made it illegal. Because, you know what I'm saying, one time in this country, liquor was illegal. You wasn't allowed to drink liquor. Yeah, that stuff was illegal. So now, you know what I'm saying, now they, you know what I'm saying, reinforced it. Now, go ahead, sis.
It's because, I'm saying it's because we had it. It's probably illegal, probably. It's because you limited alternative lifestyle.
Say again?
One thing, what my thought is, he was living another lifestyle. Okay. You say, because you say that's the reason why it became illegal. It's the reason that it was illegal.
No. Not really like that. Usually, you know what I'm saying, when America do something, they want to monetize something. You know what I'm saying? They need to make money off of something. So, you know what I mean? So if they can make money off of it, you know, they caught something illegal, it would be a demand for it. Then, you know what I'm saying? And by them making an industry out of busting people because it's illegal to do. Then later on, they realized, you know what I'm saying? Later on, they would change the law, you know what I'm saying? Because they deceitful. They do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they say, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they say, we're going to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? What is in the Bible is against the law, you know what I'm saying? To smoke. We're not allowed to get high just to get high or use drugs. But we've been, you know what I'm saying? We've been underneath this oppression. You know what I'm saying? We get high so we can forget about the oppression. And you see it all day. So even if it was legal or illegal, we're going to do it anyway because we are oppressed people. We never have no time to, you know what I'm saying, to go to the safe place, to heal from. To heal from it. Thanks for the question. That's a lot, yes, sir. Oh, you finished that article? And what was the
Philippians.
go ahead, sir.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
Read that from the top, sir.
Fulfill ye my joy.
Go on.
That ye be like-minded.
That be what?
Like-minded.
That ye be like-minded. Read on.
Having the same love.
Having the what?
Same love.
Having the same love. Go on.
Being of one accord.
Being what?
Of one accord.
That's what blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we being, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. That ye be like mind, having the same love, being of one accord. Being, you know what I'm saying? Being together. You know what I'm saying? Underneath one, you know what I'm saying? Underneath one God. Underneath one king. Read on, sir.
Having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
Of what?
One mind.
Of one mind. It's only one mind. It's not multiple minds. It's only one mind and one love. There's only one God. That's for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This is our brother, you know what I'm saying? This is our brother Paul. This is what he was saying to our brothers. One accord. Read on, sir. Oh, Salaki, sir. Salaki, you could drop that, go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, verse 9. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Salaki. You see the smoke shops.
Okay.
Oh, so sorry. So you see this. You see the smoke shops. You see what's going on. How is you know what I'm saying? How it's tearing our community to pieces. We already depressed, and then again, we still going to go along to get along. We still going to be blown to and fro. It's time for us to come together, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Come together to iron out differences, to understand that we all are God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? So-called blacks is God's chosen people. So-called Mexicans is God's chosen people. So-called Puerto Ricans is God's chosen people. Period. We are God's chosen people. And it's time, you know what I'm saying? It's time to take off the old conversation, the old man, and be on one accord. With one mind. Read on, sir.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Two are better than one.
Oh, say that again?
Two are better than one.
Oh, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Two are better than one. You know what I'm saying? Two are better than one. Read on, sir.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
They have a what?
Good reward for their labor.
Oh, they have a good reward. Now, what is a reward? You know what I'm saying? A thing that's given, and you know what I'm saying, recognition of, you know what I'm saying, of on service. So that's what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? The service that we put on, we're looking for the recognition. Read on, sir.
For if they fall.
If they what?
Fall.
If one fall, read on.
The one will lift up his fellow.
You see that sister? That sister? You know what I'm saying? Her son fell. She's falling right now. Who's there to pick her up? Who's there to hold her down? Who's there to make sure that the sister don't fall? The sister don't get depressed. Who there, you know what I'm saying? The sister probably blow her head off in the next couple of days. Read on, sir.
But woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
You see what happened? It said, woe. What is that? Destruction to him that what?
When he falleth.
When he falleth. Destruction to him that they fall. Read on, sir.
For he hath not another to help him up.
He had what?
Not another to help him up.
He had not another to help him up. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because we want to go by ourselves. We want to do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? We want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to you know what I'm saying, do it by our rules. We want to live our own truth. You know what I'm saying? I want to live my truth. I want to do what I want to do by myself. You know what I'm saying? I could do it all by myself. No, you can't. Because your son just got shot in the chest. Can you do it by yourself now? You know what I'm saying? Your daughter's about to go to jail. Can you do it by yourself now? You can't do that. No more. No more doing these things by ourselves. Think that we could, you know what I'm saying? Think that we could do it on, you know what I'm saying? Be a bunch of individuals. We can't do that. How long we've been doing this? We've been doing it way too long. It's time for a change. It's about time for that change for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. It's time for a change. We've been doing this too long by ourselves. Think that we could just do it. We can't. You know what I mean? We can't. We can't. We tried. It didn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't help out. It's not happening now. And we always talking about, yo, we need to get together. We need to always come together. Under what? Under what? You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? I'm only talking to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And the only time that we could come together is under the Lord, statute, commandment, under the Most High God. Because we are God's chosen people. We are Israelites. We be on one accord with one mind. That's us. Two is better than one. If one of us fall, we will have a brother right there. We have a sister right there to pick us up. No more falling on the ground. No more falling down, you know what I'm saying, down in the dirt. No more. Because we have somebody right there with good counsel. And it will pick us up. We can't be doing this anymore. Blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. It's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to happen by yourself. It's not. We can't do it. We can't do it. So like yeah, you could drop that. Go to John chapter 15 verse 4. Because we had a great example by Yahushua, what the world called, you know what I'm saying? You never call him as Jesus Christ. He was the great example for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Because everything that was happening back then is happening now. Because we want to be hard-headed and stiff-necked. We want to do it on our own. But we have the great example of how to come together. You know what I'm saying? What direction, what instructions should we go? He was our, you know what I'm saying? He was our, you know what I'm saying? He was our great example. Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? What the word ignorant calls is Jesus Christ. Can you read that, sir? If you have it?
John chapter 15, verse 4. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me.
Right there. Start from the top when you break it down.
Verse 4. Abide in me, and I in you.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? This is Christ talking. He said, abide in me. What abide mean? To accept. You know what I'm saying? Or act in accordance with a rule or obey. So he says right here, abide in me. Who's Christ? Everybody talking about they follow Christ. Everybody says that they listen, you know, listen to Christ. But this is our brother. This is our brother. He's being brotherly. He's showing, you know what I'm saying? He's washing all the gunk, all the trauma, you know what I'm saying, off his people. And he's letting his people know this. He's showing his people brotherhood. He's letting his people that I'm an example of how we would come together. So read that from the top, sir.
Abide in me, and I in you.
That's what he said. So not only we abide in Christ, Christ's going to abide in us. The greatest man who walked on earth. He going to, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to only, you know you know what I'm saying, we're not going to only do it, you know what I'm saying, this way. We're going to do it both ways. We're going to come together. Read on, sir.
As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself.
That's right. A branch cannot bear no fruits of itself. How? Did you just see a branch growing? Did anybody just see, you know what I'm saying, just a branch just grow fruit? Read on, sir.
Except it abide in the vine.
Except that abide in the vine. You know what I'm saying? There's a connection between the branch and the vine. It have to be that connection. If there's no connection there, the branch is not bearing no fruit at all. Read on, sir.
No more can ye, except ye abide in me.
No more in you. Except that we abide in, you know what I'm saying, in Yahushua. He's the example, and he's letting you know. You know what I'm saying? He's letting you know, I'm going to also do that. I'm going to also come to you. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do so. I'll meet you halfway. 2 is better than 1. Read on, sir. Verse 5.
I am the vine, ye are the branches.
Say that again, sir.
I am the vine, ye are the branches.
That's what he said right there. He's meeting us halfway. The branch cannot grow no fruit if the vine is not there. Christ is the vine. He's going to meet us right there halfway. 2 is better than 1. Read on, sir.
He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit.
Say that again, sir.
He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit.
Oh, we bring much, you know what I'm saying? We bring forth much fruit. And what is the fruit? You know what I'm saying? The sister, you know what I'm saying? The sister not crying by herself. You know what I'm saying? The brother that thinking about blowing his head off, we standing right there for him. You're going to be right there for him. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure that none of that stuff won't happen. We would be the counsel.
Hold on a second.
You know what I'm saying? We'd be the multitude of counselors. The people will be saved. The people will be saved. That's the fruit.
No one else. Really?
That's the fruit right there.
Hey, Shalom.
You want to take it?
Yep.
And that will be the fruit right there.
Oh,
So for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, it said right here, I am divine. This is.
Okay. Damn, so I don't even. Damn, I didn't see it. All right, so I'll see you later.
I appreciate
Dr. Cut.
I appreciate that, sir.
Hey, sis, how you doing?
So I'm saying right here, we're going to John chapter 15, verse 5. I am the vine. Yea, are the branches. He that abide in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit.
What are you reading?
John chapter 15, verse 5. Sir, right there, look underneath the white paper. The white paper, lift it up, and you see some letters right.
Oh, all right, go on. Okay.
Can you read that, sir?
So I want you to be correct about that, right? Actually, okay. Yeah, you said verse 5?
Yeah, 15 and 5, sir.
Okay. John chapter 15 and verse 5. I am the vine.
Go on again.
I am the vine.
That's Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? What the world called Jesus Christ. He said, he's the vine. He's the vine. 2 is better than 1. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai letting you know that, you know what I'm saying? If we abide in him, he will abide in us. Read on, sir.
Ye are the branches.
We are the what?
Branches.
Oh, we are the branches. We are the branch. He's the vine and we are the branches. Two is better than one. Read on, sir.
He that abideth in me,
He that what?
abideth in me.
Oh, he that, oh, you know what I'm saying? He that accept. You know what I'm saying? He that obey. And you know what I'm saying? In Yahushua. Yahushua is the great example how brothers and sisters could come together. How brothers and sisters could be there where one fall, the other one would catch. Read on, sir.
And I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit.
Say that again. This what?
And I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit.
Oh man, we're gonna bring forth all the fruits. All the fruits, sister. We're gonna bring the, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring forth all the fruits, brother. You know what I'm saying? The fruits are, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna be there. If you fall, I'm gonna catch you. You know what I'm saying? Your son died, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? If you needed somebody to talk to, I'm right there. You know what I'm saying? Because we done separate ourselves from our enemies and we took heed to a friend. That's what blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians need to do now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to do. And we will be doing that because since 1969, I.S.U.P.K been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, you know what I'm saying, to come together. Two is better than one. There's no reason, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason for all these smoke shops is popping up in our neighborhood. Being tossed to and fro. You know what I'm saying, by these snow roaches, by these shaved monkeys, is telling us it's good to smoke some weed. Weed is legal now. Weed is a harmful drug. If weed is so goddamn harmful, how come this brother got shot in the goddamn chest?
Right.
Then you go into Connecticut. How come it's, you know what I'm saying? How come they, you know what I'm saying? Our brother that's getting down with our oppressor going to jail.
Right.
Come on. Two is better than one. That's the fruit. That Yahushua, you know what I'm saying? The great example in the world, the most greatest man in the world that walked on the planet. He was the example that brothers and sisters, because we was doing it back then. We was divided back then. And our king, this is, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody, this is our king. Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians who are the Israelites. This is our king. And you know what our king said? If you abide in me, I will abide in you. If you come to me, I will come to you. You the branches, I'm the vine.
That's right.
The vine can't grow by itself.
That's right.
No of the branches can grow by itself. But if we
right.
come together, by me being a vine, you being a branch, you're gonna bring up fruit, much fruit.
That's right.
Finish that off, sir.
For without me, ye can do nothing.
Wait, say that again.
For without me, ye can do nothing.
Oh man. Without, you know what I'm saying? Without Yahushua, you know what I'm saying? We can't do nothing. With the sister. Without, you know what I'm saying? Without a brother there, with a sister there, without, you know what I'm saying, a counselor's there, look what she's doing. She's crying by herself because her son is dead. How long are we not going to come together? Yet Yahushua was the great example. Without him, we are nothing. We are walking around, going to every smoke shop around the block. We are being tossed to and fro because these snow roaches said weed is legal now. We can't separate ourselves from our enemies and take heed to a friend. That is a friend is a great defense. A faithful friend is a great defense.
That's a fact. Absolutely.
And right there in Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 14, 6 and 14. We just read it. That was the defense. That would have been her defense, that faithful friend. But guess what the first thing that we did? We separate ourselves from our enemy. This was Yahushua is telling you, was telling us. Because guess what? We was hard-headed back then. We was hard-headed back then. You can drop that, sir. You can drop that, sir. We can go to let me see here. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 26. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 26. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We cannot do this stuff by ourselves. How long are we going to be doing it? I still want to know what the, you know what I'm saying, what the so-called Mexicans did to the so-called blacks in California. Where's the beef at? I guess the blacks, you know what I'm saying, wrote some law that says, hey, you know what I'm saying, we're going to separate your family if you come over here illegally. I guess so-called Mexicans set up, you know what I'm saying, set up, let me see here, set up the 3-strike rule. So where the beef come from?
Right.
Huh? Where the hell does the goddamn beef come from? There's no, you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess black Americans was genociding the Native American Indians. They had to been doing it. You know what I'm saying? This is a black country. You know what I'm saying? Black people came on boats and Nita, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. They came to, you know what I'm saying? They came to America and started, you know what I'm saying, killing off all the so-called Indians. I guess black people did it. So-called African Americans. I guess that's what they did. That's what the history says, right?
Right.
Oh, no. It wasn't black Americans. It wasn't black Americans. It was so-called Mexicans that was on the Nita, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, came over here and started killing all the blacks. That must have happened. I think that happened. No. It wasn't the Mexicans who did it. It was the Native American Indians. So you know what I'm saying? So the so-called Indians was on the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, came to America and killed nothing but blacks, so-called African Americans, and so-called Mexicans. That must have happened. That must have happened. That had to happen. That had to happen. And you know what I'm saying? It was the black fault, the reason why it was trills of tears. It was the black people's fault, sir.
Right. Okay.
Because there got to be some history, the reason why, you know what I'm saying, we fighting against each other. It got to be that type of history, that anger. It had to stem from someplace, sir. It had to been stemming from someplace in history. Or it was another nation of people that lynched so-called Mexicans, that lynched so-called Native American Indians, that lynched so-called African Americans. It was that other nation of people, you know what I'm saying? That other nation of people that they did the Trail of Tears. They was involved with that. They signed off on that. It was those, you know what I'm saying, those people that it was those people that we wearing their names on our backs now. You know what I'm saying? We got their names on now. We got their names. It was those others. Those are the people that we have to separate from. Those are the people that we have to separate from. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So talk to me now, Lawrence. What's going on? Lolo, what's going on? Let me know. Main Street, let me know.
Right.
Ashburton, how come you're fighting each other? You know what I'm saying? What's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, Mexicans is fighting blacks on Ashburton? What's the reason for that? Disrespecting each other. What's the reason for that? No reason at all. No reason at all.
That's right.
And it's like and I always say, it's not by mistake that we always end up living together. We hate each other, but we always end up living together. And we getting oppressed together.
Right.
We getting oppressed together.
Right.
Did I have you pull the scripture, sir? I called out the scripture or no?
It's the First Corinthians.
Yeah. 1 Corinthians 12 and 26.
That's correct.
Go ahead, sir.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 26.
What?
And whether what, matter of fact, I'm going to start at 25.
Come.
Okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 25. That there should be no schism.
Say that again.
No schism.
Oh man, this is our brother Paul talking to his brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Talking to his brothers and sisters and letting them know there shall be no schism, because two is better than one. This is one accord. Everybody going to be on one accord. You know what I'm saying?
What's the schism?
What's this? Oh, well, let's get the definition. I'll make sure. Let's be sure. It should be right on the top.
Okay.
You can open up a new icon if you want to.
Okay.
No schism. Let's look up that word. Let's look up that word schism. There should be no schisms. You know what I'm saying? It sounds familiar. You know what I mean? It sounds familiar.
Okay.
There shall be no schism. Go ahead, sir.
Definition of schism: a split.
A what?
A split.
Oh man. So Paul was like, you know what I'm saying, our brother from, you know what I'm saying, from the tribe of Benjamin, saying there should be no goddamn split. Corinthians. There should be no goddamn split. Not in this school. Not in this goddamn school. There won't be no schism, no split. Read on, sir.
Or divisions.
Or what?
Or division.
Oh man, it won't be no split or division in this school. In this school. Two is better than one. Why the hell my brother is crying by his goddamn self? Why? Why? There ain't gonna be no goddamn schisms in here. Whatever happened to my brother, I'm gonna be right there with my brother and my sister. That sister that got her, you know what I'm saying, that got her son is gone.
Right.
Because blacks, Hispanics, and American Indian, we in a schism. We being separated. She think her pain is her own goddamn pain. That's what she did. She lost her son.
Right.
She think her pain is her own goddamn pain. And guess what we do? We all think so. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, that we learn helplessness. We are trauma nation. We are trauma nation. There should be no more schisms between blacks, Hispanics, and Native American.
Damn right.
No more goddamn schisms. No more separations. Read on, sir.
Come. Or division between strongly opposed sexual parties caused by differences.
Caused by what?
Differences.
There's no differences over here. There's no differences. Where's the difference? Because you tall and I'm short? Huh? You got light skin and I'm dark skin? What differences? Where's the differences?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got money and I don't? What differences?
Right.
You got big feet and I got small feet? What differences? Because I know that I go outside. I know that I go, oh, you're a male and I'm a female. You know what I'm saying? I'm a male and you're a female. That's the difference? Right? We both was getting goddamn lynched at the same time?
Right.
What differences? What difference is? You know what I'm saying? We both live in the same goddamn building. Right down the block from all these goddamn smoke shops. What differences? You know, separate on what difference? That we both underneath this snow roach oppression. Let me go back to that scripture, sir. It's a lot.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 26. And whether one member, excuse me, I'm going to show 25, right?
Come.
Let there be no schism.
No separation.
In the body.
In the what?
The body.
There should be no split in this one body, on one accord. This is where I've been, you know what I'm saying? This is where One West I've been teaching since 1969. You know what I'm saying? Commander General Yohana, Priest Commander General Yohana gave the goddamn order for all camps to come back home. He gave the order. He said it. There should be no schisms, no split in this body. He gave the order. So why are we going up against the order? You know, sir?
Come. But that the members should have the same care one for another.
Well, the members what?
Have the same care one for another.
Yeah, but the members will have the same care one another. This is what I was talking about. There's no reason for that sister to go through that trauma by herself. There's no reason for your brother to be going through that trauma by himself. There's no reason for that, you know what I'm saying, that brother to fall and there's nobody there to catch him. Two is better than one. This is what Yahweh Shah was talking about. He is divine and we are the branch. Divine can't make no fruits by himself. Can't do that. No more. No more splitting up. No more doing this stuff by ourselves. Then that's why we took off the old man, the old conversation. That corrupt lust. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Read on, sir.
Verse 26. And whether one member suffer.
Say that again.
And whether one member suffer.
This brother got shot in the chest. Say that again.
And whether one member suffer.
This brother died over some goddamn weed. Say it again.
And whether one member suffer.
You know what I'm saying? Our sisters that's working for the snow shop is about to go up north. Go on.
And whether one member suffer.
If one member suffer. If my Puerto Rican brother suffer. If my so-called, you know what I'm saying, Mexican brother suffer. If my, you know what I'm saying, if my so-called black brother suffer, read on, sir.
All the members suffer.
Say that again.
All the members suffer.
If this is I.S.U.P.K. Start off with 1 West 125th under Commander General Yohana. If one of us suffer, this is what we teach. All suffer. Because we all in one body. We all one body. Read on, sir.
Come. Suffer with it, or one member be honored. All.
Wait, hold on. If what?
One member be honored.
If one member be honored, read on.
All the members rejoice within it.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's going to happen at the Passover.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In Raleigh, North Carolina, the 51st Passover, the order went out to all camps come to the Passover. All camps come back home. Because if one member suffer, we all suffer. But if one member get honored, what happens?
All the members rejoice.
All the members rejoice in that one honor, one man. That one honor. Everybody rejoice. That's one body.
Right.
That's hard body, one West.
Damn right.
That's what it is. That sister is suffering right now. You know what I mean? That sister is suffering right now. Because we've been tossed to and fro.
That's right.
Because we don't want to separate ourselves from our enemies and take pay close attention to a friend. The only friend that we have is so-called, you know what I'm saying, Mexicans, so-called blacks, so-called Hispanic, so-called Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Native American Indians, Seminole Indians.
Right.
This is what's going on. That's our brother. And you know what I'm saying? From Venezuela, Ecuador, Brazil. our brothers and sisters out there.
Right.
That's our brothers and sisters is out there. They showed, you know what I mean? They showing a sister, you know what I'm saying? One of the Israelite sisters have to, you know what I'm saying? Have to take out her breast and feed her baby through a goddamn gate. The general showed that on the show yesterday. Did we forget about that? On the border right now. Oh, you know what? The reason why the Mexicans don't like the blacks because we wrote that into law. We the one who gave the order out to say, separate that family. I guess we did it. That's the reason why they gotta behave. I guess we did that. It gotta be some reason. How is, you know what I'm saying? This shaved monkey is the devil what the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? The people who set themselves up as Jesus Christ. The people who look like that picture that he gave us. Those is the people that you know what I'm saying, that having that, you know what I'm saying, that sister have to feed her baby have to breastfeed a baby through a goddamn gate. If one suffer, we all suffer.
That's right.
If one get honor, we all rejoice in that honor.
That's right.
Where's the counsel? Where's the counsel for that sister that got to breastfeed her baby through a goddamn gate? When there's no counsel, the people fall. I.S.U.P.K is the multitude of counsel, and everybody will be safe.
That's right.
These are the scriptures that I've been pulling. Just letting the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians know to come together. We could change. That's what Yahweh was teaching us. The change could happen. The change could happen because we're taking off the old conversation. We're taking off the old man. It could be done. The greatest man, you know, who walked the earth said that it could be done because he would be the vine. It would be the branch. And if you know what I'm saying, if you abide in him, he will abide in us.
That's right.
He said it. The king. But if we don't abide in the king, we make statements like, if I knew that, you know what I'm saying, if I knew that this would happen, if I knew that, you know what I'm saying, the smoke shop would bring violence like that, I would tell my son he cannot work there. You know, 5 years ago, you know what I'm saying, 10 years ago, it was again, your mom said, what? You can't be, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs. Don't be around there. Don't be at that, you know what I'm saying, at that drug house. But she thought it was okay because the snow roaches told her that marijuana is legal now. So she didn't have a second guess to say to her son, don't work there. Don't work there. She ain't had no counsel. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, look what happened. Now, look what's happening. And guess what? She never gonna get over it. She never gonna get over it. Because you know why? Because there's nobody there for her. What they said, sir? We want to do battle all by my own. That's what they want to do. That don't even make no sense. Who come up with these slogans? You know our oppressor does that because no good deed going unpunished. Listen to how that sounds.
Absolutely.
Nice guy spend his last. What? How is that? Like, huh? Wait, hold up. By me being nice, by me being respectful, by me being decent, by me doing these decent in order, I gotta finish last.
Right.
This is in this country. No good deed going unpunished. So by me doing a good deed and helping out people, I will be punished for that. I would be punished for that.
Huh. This
is that country. This is this country right here. This is is the snow roaches philosophy. This is the other nation's philosophy that we following behind. But we are God's chosen people, and we are all stiff-necked. And you know what I'm saying? How long? How long, Chicago? How long, Chicago, huh? You're going to kill somebody who lived 2 inches to the left? Then, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to kill that person. That person's going to kill you. Then and nobody don't know how to talk to each other. I pulled the video up. I did a class on it. I heard about this rapper called King Von.
Right.
He said it's perpetual because he said, yo, man, you know what I mean? On my block, man, you know what I'm saying? People don't know how to talk to each other. This is what he said. People don't know how to talk to each other. People don't know how to come to the table. So if you kill my cousin, I kill your cousin, and we don't know how to come to the table to solve all our differences. This is what he said before he got killed. Before he got murdered. He said that.
Yeah, word. He got killed. Yeah,
but he made that statement. But he did not know how to go to the table. He didn't know how to. Because we swept all that trauma underneath the rug. And we don't know how to resolve differences. Because we're going along with our oppressors, the snow roaches. We're following them. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Slack yourself.
No,
you can drop that. Let me get Ephesians chapter 4 verse Ephesians chapter 4. Chapter 4 verse 4. Let's go straight to it. You know what I mean? Let's go straight to it. Because this whole thing is talking about togetherness. Togetherness. That's what we need in our community, togetherness. Everybody's always talking about, sir, come together. Let's all come together. You know how we come together? Underneath this Bible. You know how we come together? From the Lord's statute commandments. You know how we come together? To understand that Blacks, Hispanics, Native American is a holy people. A special people.
That's right.
A peculiar people.
That's right.
Understand that we are the salt of the earth. And we are God's people.
That's right.
That's what it is. That's what it is. This Bible was only written to the Israelites. But our oppressor, the snow roaches, the shaved monkeys, told us otherwise. That's the reason why. How the slave master going to teach you about the Bible? He had to put himself in the Bible. Not as a negative, but as a positive. He know the things, the act that he did was wrong. But he teach you in a way of confusion. So he's going to teach you and say, we are Gentiles. And giving you this white Jesus doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Giving this white supremacy, white Jesus Bible doctrine. To say the Bible is written to everybody. Including his rapist, including the rapist. Because he's the rapist. This is where we learn it from. And now Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians is fighting for white Jesus doctrine. White supremacy, white Jesus doctrine. They fighting for slave master Bible doctrine. Slave master doctrine. That's what we're fighting. But this is togetherness for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Read that, Bob Shaw, if you have it.
Okay. It's a lot. Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 5. One Lord.
Say that again.
One Lord.
Only one Lord. One Lord. Read on.
One faith.
One what?
Faith.
One Lord, one faith. There's no multiple. That's your God, you know what I'm saying? Not my Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Not my God. You know what I'm saying? It's multiple gods. It's all God. No, it's only one. It's only one. When we're talking about the Bible, it's only one. It's only one. It's only one. We don't.
One baptism.
One what?
Baptism.
There's only one baptism. There's no multiple baptisms. There's only one. Christ even said it's only one. I baptized by fire. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 6. One God.
One what?
One God.
No, it's multiple gods. Say that
One
again.
God.
Oh, no, you can have your God. I got my God. Say that again.
One God.
Oh, not my God. Say that again, sir.
One God.
Oh, no. I'm a Muslim, sir. I'm a Muslim.
And Father of all.
Say that again.
And Father of all.
There's only one God, and He's the Father of all, you know what I'm saying, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. All the Israelites. It's only one in the Bible. That's it. That's it. That's how simple it is. That's how simple it is. This Bible is only written to one nation of people. Period. This is what Paul was talking about when he was in Ephesians, when our brothers and sisters was, you know what I'm saying, was up in, you know what I'm saying, because we were scattered everywhere. Same way in 2023 when we go out in America streets and we talk to our people. It's the same thing. That's what he was doing, organizing his people in these different lands. Letting them know that there's only one God, only one baptism, it's only one body. That's it. Togetherness. That's it. That's it. That's what I.S.U.P.K have been teaching since 1969. This is all we've been teaching since the 60s. So like this, sir, let me get what is I think it's Jeremiah chapter, if I'm not mistaken, I'll put it. Let me see, it says Judah and Ephraim are oppressed together. Jeremiah 30 and 33. Just make sure. If I'm not mistaken. And that's the scripture when Judah in chapter verse, I think it's 30 and 33, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. No, go to 31. Try 31. Yeah, 33. Let me see, that's it. No mistake. But you know, the scripture is about, let me see, but there shall be a covenant not on that anymore. It says Judah and Ephraim will be oppressed together.
Oh, let me check.
But for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, it's not by accident that we, you know what I'm saying, that we look around, it's only so-called blacks, only so-called, you know what I'm saying, Hispanics, only so-called Native American Indians are together. You know what I'm saying? It's not by accident. When it was, you know what I'm saying, based on the history of the country, who boot heels was on our backs? Who was getting stomped out? Who was saying, at least I'm not dark skinned. At least I'm not a so-called Indian. At least I'm not a so-called Hispanic. This is what they were saying back then. That's what they were saying to us. And we're going to follow suit. We're going to just follow, you know what I'm saying, being tossed to and fro by, you know what I'm saying, by the deceitful doctrine. do it no more. We can't do this anymore. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we can't do this anymore. We are a special people. We're supposed to be gone, and we still on this earth. We still on this earth. We supposed to be gone because we are a destroyed nation. But then again, we still here. Is that, you know what I'm saying? That should tell us something. That should tell us that we are a special people. It's not by accident that the same people that gave us white, you know what I'm saying, white Jesus doctrine, it look exactly like the same people that says the Jewish people look like white Jesus. Think it's by accident? Because you know what I'm saying, the Bible knew. You know what I'm saying? Our king knew that it's going to be a nation of people going to do this. Going to try to change the faces of the judges.
23.
Come. Let's say the Most High of hosts. Say we'll press together. Okay, come.
Okay, keep on.
Oh yeah, come throughout. So this is what we've been going on for black, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This, you know what I'm saying, this is a friend. This is, you know what I'm saying, because we don't even know how to be a friend. We don't even know, you know what I'm saying, what a friend is. But we have to be retaught. We have to be retaught again. Right here, you know what I'm saying, we're going to keep, you know what I'm saying, we're going to talk about Yahushua. Because Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, with the world ignorant called Jesus Christ, he was the great example for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Right here. I'm gonna read John chapter 15, verse 13. No greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. No greater love than no greater love have no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friend. You know Yahushua, what the world called, you know what I'm saying, Jesus Christ. What was the love that he had for us? He put his life on the line. Oh God.
33.
Yeah, come. Yahushua put his life on the line for us because he loved us. He loved his people. You know what I'm saying? What is that? Chapter John 4, yeah, come. So in John, you hold that, but I'm calling this scripture out. Mm-hmm. But you're not going to pull it, sir. It's a lot. Yeah. You're going to pull that up. You know. So you have the book of John, chapter 15, verse, let's say, let me see here, verse 13. It say, no great love that no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friend. And that's what Yahushua did. He laid down his life for his friends, his nation of people. We are the only friends that we have. Yahushua had no other nation, but the Israelites was his friend. He put his life on the line for his brothers and sisters. He put his life on the line for his brothers and sisters. And that's what we have to do. No schisms. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. No anymore. We can't do this stuff anymore. Salaki, sir. You can read that scripture, the Jeremiah.
So what verse was 33?
Come.
Jeremiah chapter 50,
50 and 33.
verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts,
Go on.
the children of Israel
Go on.
and the children of Judah
Go on.
were oppressed together.
Will you say that again?
The children of Israel
Go on.
and the children of Judah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. The so-called the so-called African Americans, so-called Haitians, and the so-called West Indies. Read on.
Were oppressed together.
And you know what I'm saying? Oppressed together was, you know what I'm saying, was Israel, the other tribe, the other, you know what I'm saying, the other tribe. You know what I'm saying? Your Puerto Ricans, your Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? Your Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? From you know what I'm saying? Your Honduras. You know what I mean? From Ecuador. Those nation of people, we was oppressed together. And it's not by accident in 2023, we still being oppressed together. There's more on that, sir?
God. And all that took them captive.
Say that again.
All that took them captive.
All who took us captive, read on.
Held them fast.
Held them what?
Held them fast.
Held us fast. Is there any more on it?
God. They refused.
Say what? Wait. Say that again.
They refused to let them go.
The Mexicans on the border?
They refused to let them go.
You know what I'm saying? People, you know what I'm saying? People going to jail for nothing.
They refuse to let them go
because they cannot pay bail. Because they cannot afford $50 for the bill.
Right.
$50, and they, you know what I'm saying? The bill is like $25, and they can't afford it, and they've been in jail for 6 months for, you know what I'm saying? For jaywalking.
Right.
You in jail for 6 months for jaywalking. How is that possible? Oh, because you couldn't pay your bill? How much was your bill? $15? Our captors don't want to let us go. Don't want us to let us go. And I've been saying this all day. That's why we have to separate ourselves. Not just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying physically, I'm talking about spiritually. Right. From our enemy. And take heed to a friend and go to that safe place. That was the end of that verse, sir?
That's it.
Okay. And with that, I'm Priest and Officer Paratazar out of Yonkers, New York. And this is the I.S.U.P.K. Start off with 1 West 125th Street under Commander Junior Yohana. And since 1969, you know what I'm saying? I.S.U.P.K. have been teaching so-called blacks, so-called Native American Indian, so-called Hispanic.